Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me to another Market Monday report. I'll make this a quick one so I can get out of here to another appointment. So Delaware County, we saw active listings go up about 10, so 222 active listings in Delaware County. And then pendings went down considerably. They went down 24, and so a lot of those, I would say most of those are the ones that sold. Now, things happen and things do come back on the market for whatever reason. And so, but the majority of those are sold properties now, so that's good. Then the days on market up slightly to the median days on market of 20. Randolph County active listings down about 2, so we're sitting at 37. And pendings up just a little bit to 29, and then that median days on market about 30. So this area, if you're looking at the days on market and how that's tracking, it is increasing a little bit. National numbers are a little bit larger than that as far as days on market, but we're still in the Midwest, one of the more affordable ones. And I think Muncie was also listed last week or the week before as, in Indiana, one of the fastest growing in sales, and that's because of affordability for the most part. So that's all good to know. And then as we head into the Thanksgiving holidays, there's not a big swing really on the national scale of things. I've personally here locally seen an uptick in the offers that we've written and got accepted, and listings that are coming up. We're just kind of in the talking aspect at this point. So I have seen an increase. These last couple of weeks have been pretty busy for me. And then across the national board, it's kind of mixed. So there is more supplies, which is what we need. And then, but there's also a little uptick in those pendings as well. So if you see the headlines of, I think I saw one the other day, so like listings outpace buyers by 37%, hugest, biggest, most impressive jump in so many odd months or years. And chill out. We're still we're kind of under where we need to be when it comes to supply. So those numbers are correct, but just chill the headlines out a little bit and really dig into them, and you realize kind of what's happening. So yes, there is more listings. With that comes more pendings and slightly more days on market, and that's the way it should be. We're trending towards a more balanced market nationally, so not a bad thing when affordability is as tough as it is. So moving on to the, I mentioned last week, the local association put out a question of the week series, so I'm stealing from them. And so this week would be, what is the most common mistake when buying a home? So I will say, when it comes down to financing, not counting all the costs that are involved. Yes, there's some money you have to put in on the front end, then you have your down payment when you buy it and closing costs. I'm really not talking about that. I'm talking about, the day-to-day, the month-to-month expenses that come with it. I do realize our society is kind of a monthly payment society. And so when people run to the online calculators, they look at, how much can I afford, things like that. And a lot of times those don't take into consideration the taxes on the property, and then the insurance on the property as well. And there's been some pretty big upswings in both of those categories. And so just because the mortgage calculator either doesn't include those, which is a mistake, or they just grossly underestimate those, that really affects, again, affordability and what you're paying per month. But even beyond those two things would be like, what are you going to do when the water heater breaks? Because it will. It will eventually. And do you have the money set aside to take care of that? Or when the pipes may freeze this winter, it's the first winter in your new home, and you don't understand where you need to insulate maybe a little bit more, or how the old owners did it, or whatever. There's going to be expenses when it comes to owning a home. So I think that would probably be the most common mistake, is not just gathering all that information to make sure you're comfortable with that, with not only the payment per month, but then the ongoing expense of owning a home. So that's all I got for you. I appreciate you checking these out. As always, any comments or any other type of videos you want to see, put those below, and I definitely read those and will reach out to you, or just kind of put a video together. So thank you very much, and enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday, and I will see you next week.